You know, one last thing. I think we have a pretty proud mayor here today, right?
Thanks.
Mayor David Cruz. Good morning. I'll be brief. I have to tell you, I am just incredibly proud of you. I think you're our first global scholar from Robbinsville, and your speech and how articulate you are is just truly amazing. And I know you're going to be an incredible ambassador from our community. And thank you for your service and also all of your hard work. And we are very, very proud of you. So thank you for all you do, and continue to do it and represent Arville well. I was also asked a little bit to talk about policing. You know, policing today has become a little bit difficult, and there are many officers who have been questioning whether they chose the right profession and whether this was something that they should continue to do. There's a lot of noise out there right now about policing. And you know, the first thing I'd like you to do is just think for a moment. Just imagine for 30 seconds that you called 911 and no one came. And that's really what we would be looking at if we actually lost policing. And it's not necessarily incumbent on our police officers to be doing more. It's incumbent on all of us, especially those of us who are elected officials, to be doing more. Because when you do have a 911 call, what you want is a good outcome, right? What you want is to make sure that things go well. Because usually when you make that call, it's when things are going the worst in your life. And the way that we have that happen is not by defunding police. The way that we have that happen is to be able to fund. No organization on earth has ever done better with having less funding, right? No community, no school has ever done better by having less opportunity, right? None of our students have ever been done better by having less scholarships. The way that we succeed is making sure that we hire the best people, that we train people the best way, to make sure that we provide officers with the best equipment and the things that we can be doing. And in Robbinsville, we continue to invest. We have one of the few training facilities in the state of New Jersey for our officers. Why? Because we want to make sure that our officers are the best trained and that they know when they go out on the street that they're also going to have the best outcomes. And that is really, when I talk to you each and every day, is what I want you to be thinking about, what I want you to be encouraging. Because if we don't have our officers and they're not willing to put their lives on the line, each and every one of us are in trouble. Our communities are in trouble. Our state is in trouble, and our country is in trouble, because honestly, that thin blue line is what protects us. And we, all of us, have to A, thank them for their service, but B, also continue to encourage every one of the people like me to be able to stand up and say, no, it's on us. If we're having bad outcomes in our police departments, it's not our police officers' fault. It's our fault. And it's on us to elect people who are actually going to do the right thing to make sure that our communities are being handled safely and properly and intelligently. And if they're not, it's us who we should be taking our anger out on, not them. So I'm encouraging each and every one of you today to continue that message, because we need more and more for our police officers to be able to be ambassadors to our community, just like we need our students to be ambassadors to our community. So with that, I just wanted to thank, and it's interesting, I actually got the call and I had tears in my eyes when I had the woman who actually saw Officer Kane provide that man the lunch that day. She really thought that things were going to go wrong. She really thought that this was going to end badly. And in a million years, she never thought that this officer was actually buying this man a meal. And she actually felt the need to actually call us. Didn't know his name, didn't know who he was, but she literally was filming it and then called afterwards. And she was crying. She actually made me cry. I'm still getting teared up even thinking about it now. But she was so moved by what he did. And that's really what we need to be talking about each and every day, because so many good things happen. And yes, bad things do happen also. But we cannot ever allow all the good in the world to be offset by some of the bad things that we see each and every day. So with that, I want to encourage you, continue to be kind. I know that's what Rotary always does. I know that's what you're all about. I continue to always hear things in the community, a group that, gets together every day to think about how to feed others. That's what we need to be doing more of. I think we had an opportunity to hear from the Colonel yesterday from the Joint Base McGuire Fort Dix. And he left me with a quote, and I thought it was actually kind of interesting. He said, just remember the toe you step on tomorrow may be attached to the behind that you have to kiss later on in the day. So with that, be kind to everyone. It's super important, right? So with that, thank you very much. And I want to thank our police officer. Again, congratulate both our student and Officer King. Thank you.